What's up, guys? So, doing a little car teardown. So, I had a customer return a car. It was a production modified. It's right here, and it's kind of a couple of different things. And I don't want it to be too much of a slam on him, and I'm obviously not going to say who it is, but this is a little bit of kind of makes a little more meaning why. We can be snarky. I can smell this thing's smoked already. I can smell it, but the reason that we can get snarky sometimes is because, especially me, I do this all day, every single day, and I have since 2011. Okay, so that's 15 years straight, every single day. On certain things, certain things like this, I know what kind of quality we put out here. And when someone gets a car and says, hey, the axle was installed backwards, I flipped it around and the car ran like 30 laps and then died. Okay, so this is the car, okay, which the axle right now is actually installed on the wrong side. Okay. And also, the reason that it's installed on the wrong side is because the motor magnet is actually on the wrong side, which is not something that we do here. We test all these cars, and when we drove this car, instead of it driving that way, it would have drove that way. And the tech would have said, hey, that ain't right. But it actually, it gets even worse because when we pull the pickup shoes off, and I can see, this thing was barely run, but if you look at how much spring difference, now not only are neither of those springs Viper springs, but they're not the same length, and right here where the chassis is melted, there's still part of a pickup spring melted inside of there to the chassis. So what I suspect happened here, because we would never, ever, ever, ever send something out like this, ever. There's no way. What I suspect happened is he ran the car. There is marks on the traction mags and the motor mags, which, these have black magnets in them, and I can see rail marks on them. And if I compare those marks to the wear on the pickup shoe, which is pretty minimal, that tells me that his car was pretty buried, which means it's low. It also means that it gets hot. Most likely it burnt up itself. And he decided to take it apart, figure out what happened to it. When it burns up, usually when the arm goes, if the car stops on the track and you're still squeezing the throttle, a lot of times it'll collapse the spring. All that heat is in that pickup shoe spring and it will melt it into the chassis, which is what happened here. And he probably took it apart to try to figure out what happened to it and saw that it was completely melted, put it back together, which is how the traction magnet got put on the wrong side, and then put the rear end in it backwards to match that. And because basically if the rear end's in backwards to match the motor magnet, then that will still drive the car forward. Whereas if the rear end was in the correct way right here with the magnets flipped, the car would still go backwards. So just a couple of things. This is the kind of stuff that drives me crazy. I don't mind fixing it. If a guy messaged me and said, hey, I screwed up, burned this thing up, what's your guys' warranty policy? More than likely, if he sent it to me, I'd fix it for him for no charge. But when someone tells me that that our crew, we make hundreds of cars a week here. We test every single one of them. When someone says or lies to us and says that this was sent to them like that, that's where I'm like, you know what, that's crappy. Like, don't do that, But I actually feel bad for people like that because who else are they lying to? You know, they're probably lying to their family, probably have bad relationships with them because of that, and they've done it so many times. And when you do that to companies that you deal with on the internet, and they just send you replacement stuff or new stuff or however they deal with it, you can kind of hide behind the screen. And it just, to me, it's frustrating because it's insulting to me. Like, it's insulting in the sense that, you know, someone is saying this is the kind of quality. Like, this is not, like, these cars are not built overseas by, you know, people. Like, they're built here in Utah, right outside my door in the Viper room. So it is super frustrating when people try to pull a fast one on you. And then, you know, if I call them out, there's people out there that are like, oh, you know, that's messed up. You shouldn't be calling your customer out, blah, blah, blah. Well, I mean, this customer, I mean, are they right? Is there a possibility that the motor or that the thing got put in backwards? Yes, but the rear end also, there's no way. Like, it's not going to happen. Everybody here knows, they know better than that. They know not to do that. So I am going to fix the car for him, repair everything, let him know that it's ready, and I'm also going to let him know what my diagnosis is of it, and warn him that if the car gets hot after a couple of laps, then your track has high rails and you probably need to get some larger tires. So I'm fine helping guys through problems, but you know, I don't like being insulted with stuff like this where, you know, someone's saying that we did that, you know, and who knows, this person could be out on the internet. They could be out there telling people like, yeah, this is the kind of quality that Viper is, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, that's not really fair either, because that's not what we make. That's definitely not the kind of stuff that we make. And we don't send out, dropping crap here, we just don't send out stuff like that. So it's a little bit frustrating. It's also frustrating when you have customers or just people that follow the page that are, you know, telling us that we can or can't be upset. You know, like, I'm human also, you know. Just because I'm a business doesn't mean that I have to friggin' take it on the chin from everybody. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna get pushed over or pushed around by people. And if you don't like that, then, you know, you can unlike us. You don't have to follow us. But this is, you know, we'll get this car figured out. We'll get it squared away. Just to kind of shift gears to other stuff on the bench, working on some more custom Mega G Plus cars. Though that one is going to be this guy, so should be pretty slick. And then I also have some custom formulas that I'm working on. Guys here at the shop are making all kinds of cool stuff. Got tracks going in the back. John's working on some revised F1 or Formula hard bodies, so we're going hardcore on that stuff. Working on an injection molded version that's going to be an improvement over the original Tomy version, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, wish I had more time to do more live stuff. We've been so slammed on the track stuff over the last, like, 3 months, really. What are we at the end of February? Yeah, I mean, since December. For those that are into the SCDR, the drag racing stuff, we are going to be announcing that race here pretty soon. And we're excited about that. I got a couple guys. Let's see. Hey, Randy. Thanks, Rock. Hey, Rick. Thank you. James asked, any word V3 Neo? Nope. That's not what it was built for. So you're not going to see that from me anyways. And Michael says, what the hell? You guys are the best. Always top quality. Yeah, I mean, you know, we do our best. Like, I mean, there is some guys that wear me out on customer service stuff, and sometimes I just stop answering and they get upset, tell me I'm a dick, blah, blah, blah. And hey, you know, that's fine. Like, but we do go really, really far for pretty much everybody. And there's so much information out there too, like where people can get information, they can get answers to questions. You know, we're not Amazon. You can't go on and chat with somebody. So we are working on that. I mean, this year I am working on integrating some of that into our system to be able to help with you guys, or to be able to help. Mostly it's new guys, but I mean, some of us that we've been doing this stuff the same way for 20, 30, 40, 50 years. You know, it is hard to figure that out, but yeah, so Rock asked if we put the track together at customer's house. No, we don't do that. But it is really, really simple. I mean, if you can put a slot car together, you can put one of our track systems together. That's what I tell people all the time. So Robert asked, we use Neo magnets. Yeah, on a Neo car, like this car, that has Neo. But this is the thing. This is where you need to understand something. This car is what we call a Neo car. But also, this Mega G has Neo magnets. Are these equal? Absolutely not, other than the term Neo. So that term, I would probably say, if you're going to refer to a Hopra Neo class car, that's what this would be. But if you just use the term Neo, you could mean that. You can mean Tomy SRT, Wizard Extreme. Neo is a type of magnet, not necessarily a car, but if you said a Hopra Neo, then we would know that you're talking about a car like that. So let's see, Michael, thank you. James, you're the best. Thanks, man. Hey, James, while you're on here, I just saw a picture. Remember when we did the Enduro in Fullerton? Like, crap, I don't know, probably 10 years ago, maybe more. I saw the picture of us with our trophies. We slayed it. That was fun at Eric's on the Velocity Dome, but that was some good times. Miss racing with you guys, and appreciate you guys. So I'm going to duck out here, guys. I got to go grab an armature for this car. I got the in-bell cleaned up and tweaked already. And the armature, look at that thing. That's what excessive heat does. Melted the comm and blew the pedals off the arm. Luckily, it didn't take out the end bell. The end bell's still okay, so pretty radical. But it happens. That goes in the scrap bin. I'll get another new one loaded in there and be on the way. So hopefully you guys have a good one. We'll see you later. Have a great night. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the quick video. Take it easy. Oh, Kevin asked how many tracks we sold. We sold a couple dozen tracks. All right, now I'm going to sign out. It wouldn't let me earlier because it said slow connection, but I got to split, get this thing done, and it's 3:40, so got a good hour and a half left. See you guys.